Hey VC, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. Hope you're all doing well, enjoying your day. Um, just wanted to jump on and do an entry. CGC, Christian over at CGC Vinyl Guy had a little thing going on about a winter theme video, songs with a winter theme, a freezing theme, ice. You get the idea. Just go over and check out his channel, sub him up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think David over at Garage Geek also did one that I saw as well. Looked like fun, so I just wanted to jump on that. However, before I do, a couple of shout outs I wanted to do. One being for Chance over at Concert Buddies. He's got a thing going on with a contest, and it's really just involves spreading the word. Other channels you may watch or other people in the vinyl community, just giving them shout outs. And I thought it was a great idea. I think it's a great idea. It's awesome. Just appreciating others in the vinyl community, supporting them. So yeah, or just in YouTube in general, whatever floats your boat. So go over to Chance's channel there, Concert Buddies, sub him up, check out his contest, and a couple others. Rick over at Rick and Records had a contest going on about a theme he had done of bands in a rhyme, a little story he had told. It's headbands in it, Girls' School, Styx, UK, Japan, a whole bunch of different bands, War. I saw the video late one evening prior to calling it a night. Didn't have a chance to enter it, but I'd hoped to. It was essentially just to go over to his channel, check it out. It's still a good video. The contest is over, but go check him out. Watch his videos. He's got some good stuff going on there. Sub him up. And I'll expand on that later. But in a roundabout way, I did win the contest. So let me elaborate. Rachel, we all know Rachel. Rachel's Ghost. Go check her out. Sub her up. She's an incredible ambassador. She's so kind. She's right from the very beginning. I haven't been quite a year at Twanger's Turntable here yet. Coming up on a year at the end of the month. Probably won't do any. I don't do a whole lot of contests. I haven't yet, but we'll see. I digress. So when I first joined, I had a couple of subs, for the longest time, 15, 18 subs, I think it was, for the first 6 months. I wasn't doing a lot either, to be fair. I would do one every few weeks. And she gave me a shout out. I was on one of her live streams supporting her as she was starting up her new channel. Those who are familiar with the story, she went through some challenges, let's just say. So she gave me a shout out. Awesome. Wasn't asked for, just unsolicited. But you know what? She does this all the time to everybody. She's just, like I say, truly kind and giving of her exposure. She's watched by many, loved by many, and I thank you, Rachel, for the shout out. And so she won Rick's contest at Rick and Records, and essentially told Rick that if she had won, that she had won, she wanted to pay it forward or just give it to someone else. And she chose me. I'm a little bit under the weather. I apologize if my voice is and I'm a little out of it, to be honest. But I just wanted to get this video up. It's really important. Thanks, Rachel. So I won that prize from Rick at Rick and Records. Haven't received it yet, but him and I have communicated, and so I will follow up on that when I do receive it. So yeah, thanks, Rachel. Go over to Rachel's Ghost, sign her up, subscribe, like, share, spread the word, all those channels. And lastly, but not least, I also want to mention, it's a shout out. It's just because I was over watching Vance's video at Zepp Pro, and it's the 40th anniversary of Zeppelin's Coda album. It was released in November 19th, 1982. This is my old copy. It's pretty beat up. I mean, it's well played. I mean, it's, I actually love this album. That's what I mentioned to him in my comments. I remember. I mean, it's just, I love Zeppelin. Anything Zeppelin, I'm in. I mean, I've got their box sets. Not all of them, mind you. I don't have the deluxe edition of this that he was showing in his video, but go check it out. Check out his channel, sub him up, watch the video. But it's a great album. I love all these things that they recorded. seems appropriate. It was their last album. It's on the Swan Song label, and evidently, I think coda does mean final or the last of. If I got that right, I'm not sure. Vance is much more knowledgeable in that regard. Go check him out, sub him up, watch his videos. Does some great videos. I've watched, watch him with his Metallica and some other stuff, Motorhead, which are also bands that I really love. And if you happen to see this, Vance, I'm not sure if you've seen this book or read any of these books by Martin Popoff. This one is called Led Zeppelin, all the albums, all the songs. Highly recommend it. It's so good. I mean, I just lost my bookmark, but that's okay. I know where I was. Yeah, it's basically as it mentions, it's all the songs off of all the albums by Led Zeppelin. And yeah, so there's Coda there, 1982. Of course, it rounds out the book, but if you've not read it, go check it out. Highly recommend it. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Without further ado, what I came here for, one of the reasons I came here for, not to undermine anything I said, that's very important to me, this winter theme. So, ice, snow, cold, all those things, I guess, are themes of winter. And so I'll start off with Winter Time. Steve Miller Band, of course, Book of Dreams. And in winter time, as all of you know that are in the Northern Hemisphere, and, as the other gentleman I mentioned would know, being in Illinois, Chicago, in the area, Christian himself, we go into a winter deep freeze. And if you're fortunate, you'll find some type of hobby or winter retreat. My wife and I used to have a winter retreat down in Arizona for a few years. It was really nice. A little too hot for my Canuck blood, though, I have to confess. But it was a dry heat. So, but yeah, we don't have that anymore. But it was fun while it lasted. And of course, in winter, there's often a winter's call. If you listen, you really have to listen for it. Sometimes it can be quite quiet out there. There's nobody outside doing a whole lot of activities. You might hear some skates on the ice or some pucks flying and sticks. But if you're really late at night or something and listen closely, you might hear Vitor and the Snow Dogs. And I don't know if I can say honestly that it's real. It could just be a winter's dream. In fact, I'm sure it is. I don't think I've gone crazy yet, though. Wouldn't I be the last to know? But anybody who's been in the snow, the sleet, the wind blowing around, even just the glare when the sun comes out on the snow, it often will make you go snowblind. Unless you have those nice ski goggles on there that are blocking out those UVs and sun rays. But nothing we can't handle. It's just a little snow blindness. It doesn't last. Take your eyes off the snow when you can, and you go skating. But you have to be careful when you're skating, especially like we used to do on ponds, lagoons, whatnot. You can, maybe skate over an open part of the pond or lagoon, which was the case in my experience. I fell in, but fortunately, when I fell in, it was only brief that I was trapped under ice. In fact, I was right near the opening, and I should have known better. Because growing up here, when you're skating, I had older siblings and lots of people, friends that would tell you, stay away from the openings because that's typically where you'll find the thin ice. But sometimes I'm trying to impress somebody, or I was trying to impress somebody, and if my skating was good enough, which, let's be honest, it was quite good, then they might stare at cold. And depending on what might come of that, I might get out of that fallen ice hole and minus 10 Fahrenheit, freezing my butt off, head home. Thankfully, when I'd go home, mom, dad would have the old cast iron stove going, stoked with wood, oven door down, dry out our socks, put our feet up, warm up, and it felt good. Then you could say it was kind of a hot night in a cold town. Warm up them bones. And after that, we'd head into the living room once we were warmed up on a Saturday evening, went up, and of course here on Saturday evening, maybe it was Sunday evening, I don't remember. That's a long time ago for an old guy. We'd watch Walt Disney, and typically it'd be something on like Snow White. And, once that was over, if it wasn't too late, we'd be back at it again outside, making snowmen, throwing snowballs. And if you didn't have your barrier built right, good hiding spot, you probably get snowballed. And one more honorable mention, since I'm up here in the Great North, and I come from the land of the ice and snow. Got to mention this, although it's not technically a cold or ice or winter theme, isn't it? That's it. That's my entry into this contest. I thought was a great idea. It's just have some fun with your vinyl collection, everybody, and go over to Kristen's channel, sub them up. Anybody's channel, if you go there, just hit that sub button. It takes a second. Doesn't mean anything, it's just you're supporting the vinyl community. It means a lot, actually. I shouldn't say it doesn't mean anything. It means a lot. It's effortless to do. It takes a second. That's all. That's it. That's everything. I'm going to go rest now, and this is probably all I'm going to do for a while, until I feel a little better at least. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks for watching, for commenting, subbing. If you have subbed, I really do appreciate it. If you have not, please do so, and share. And I'll see you next time here at Twanger's Turntable. Until then, take care all, and enjoy the rest of your day, your weekends, whatever it is. I'll go hop myself up with some more medicine. See you later, everyone. Bye.